For the first time in Nigeria history, that I'm seeing a senator gather to raise a reasonable motion. But on the other hand, I want you guys to focus on Adas Oshomole on how he opposed this motion. Though to some certain extent he was trying to make sense, in a manner of which Oshomole opposed the motion is what is appealing to me. So I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
Mr. President, my motion is on the age requirement for employment of Nigerians, both in the public and the private sector. And with your permission, I'll move on to read a motion. The Senate notes the uproar within the public over the unabated violation of Chapter 4, Section 42(2) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, which guarantees every citizen the right to freedom from discrimination. Cognizance that the Black's Law Dictionary, 9th edition, defines discrimination as a different treatment, especially a failure to treat all persons equally when no reasonable distinction can be found between those favored and those not favored, while the International Labour Organization defines employment discrimination in economic terms as a violation of human rights that entails waste of human talent with detrimental effects on productivity and economic growth and generates socioeconomic inequalities that undermine social cohesion and solidarity and act as a brake on the reduction of poverty. Pathetic that a graduate in Nigeria who could not get a job upon graduation and decided to go back to school with the hope that a higher qualification vis-a-vis a second or master's degree could give him a better employment opportunity is thrown into a career paradox when upon completion of his master's degree, he comes out to find that he is now above the age of employment and therefore not employable by the sole reason of age. Ironical that a graduate in this country can serve in the National Youth Service Corps program at age 30, but cannot be gainfully employed thereafter on the fact that he or she is above 30 years, a situation that is a flagrant breach of his fundamental human right. Note further that the circumstances described in the foregoing presents a predicament of the Nigerian youth who has the prerequisite qualifications, knowledge, skills, and is ready to work, but disqualified or excluded from on the sole and unjustifiable ground that he or she is above the age limit by reason of his or her birth, and this sad situation has led many to commit age fraud by going all the way out to falsify their age to remain within the age limit of employability to the Nigerian civil service and, of course, all other employers of labor in the country. Senate accordingly resolves: urge the Federal Ministry of Labor, Employment and Productivity to immediately draw up policies that relate to equality of opportunity and treatment in access to employment at all levels. And 2, further urge the Federal Ministry of Labor, Employment and Productivity and other relevant agencies to prohibit and discourage public and private employers in Nigeria from putting up job adverts with inherent undertone calculated to deprive any qualified Nigerian of being gainfully employed merely by reason of his or her age. I so submit, Mr. President.
I appreciate the intention of my brother, distinguished Senator Moro, but this motion is not enforceable. You cannot, under the Nigerian laws, impose on an employer policies with regards to age. However, in the Nigerian labor statutes, it is clear that once you are up to the age of 18, you are employable. But the decision to employ, whether you are 18, 19, 20, or 40, is the discretion of the employer. And this Senate must not be seen to pass resolutions in a manner that will portray us as if we are devaluing the essence of the conclusion that we reach in this House. There is no law prohibiting employment of people who are 30 or 40 or 50. But employers, depending on the kind of job they have, the skills required for that job, the strength and all the other things that the average employer look at in making a decision, I do not think, with profound respect to my distinguished Senate brothers and sisters, that we should interfere on that. Government could decide, for example, we can appeal to government agencies, please don't discriminate. But in terms of general application, the law with regard to employment age is already in our statute.
So in essence, you are opposed to this motion? No, use your mic. You are opposed to this motion?
I am opposed to this motion with profound...
That's Oshiomhole, who was once a Edo State former governor and at the same time APC active chairman, now is a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's getting more interesting. I want you guys to watch this particular video of Channel Television's interview with Adams Oshiomhole on how Sheun tried to drive him to speak about their promises during the presidential campaign. I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
Who impose their trust in the Tinubu ticket, who thought that when Tinubu gets into
They know
office,
they were not electing a magician.
you did not tell them you are not.
No,
you are not
they
going
know
to do
they are not
magic.
electing a magician.
Your party
and nobody
preached a
promised
renewed agenda.
Nobody promised
Governor
magical
Oshiomhole,
solution.
Yeah, your party said you have renewed hope. Let me give you an example of things that have
you don't
happened.
need to give me an example.
I'll give you an example of
what we
things
promised
that are happening.
more than you who was reporting it.
I am on the
Whatever
ground.
you reported was we were the source.
Yeah, but the fact remains that
we did not promise 24 hours solution.
You remember?
We did not promise miracles.
Schools.
We did
School
not
fees
promise overnight solution.
But
nobody said
in
this
56
will be done.
days,
and you show me if you have any document that says in 48 hours this will be done. In 14 days this will be done. In 21 days this will be done.
Are you saying that the hopes and the expectations of Nigerians?
I think you are the one who have the illusion that once a promise is made, automatically once you get into office, either spiritually or by miracles, solutions emerge.
The fact
what Nigeria need is what President President Tinubu has demonstrated: the courage to make decisions, to be humble enough to admit some of the unintended consequences of those decisions, and the will to deal with those consequences. And he has put in place instruments to deal with it. He has asked his number two, the vice president, to provide leadership for that effort. The social partners are talking as we are talking. And as I said, depending on what they are discussing, I don't want to complicate anybody's issue, but I know that they know that they don't have unlimited time to find a solution, and that it's possible to have short-term, medium to long-term solution.
For
now, we can deal with short-term solution.
It's 56 days since assumption of office, since that policy decision has been made.
Yeah.
How long more will Nigerians have to wait? That's the question. The patience that they are asking for. There are a lot of people's lives who live on a daily living and earning.
Are you
Their
sure
lives
you
have
can
been
lecture me about
impacted.
that? I can lecture you more about that.
I mean, it's not about
that to me.
Yeah, I mean, we are having a conversation.
Yes.
We're having a conversation about the plight of the average Nigerian.
Yeah.
And your party promised that you are going to change things
Overnight.
from the status quo.
Overnight.
I didn't say overnight. But your party promised change.
My dear friend, Sheun, the last time I was here, or towards the end of last year, you revealed to me that you were moving to a new studio, which is this one. You have a reason why you choose to build a new studio. If you were absolutely satisfied with the old one, you were not about to throw money away because it's a private sector enterprise. How long did it take you between the time your management took the decision and when you now brought this studio to a reality? It takes time. You know it, I know it. So why are you pretending that you are dealing with a policy that has to do with over 200 million people, and that any government can come even before he takes a full audit of what is on ground, look for the money, not as if you have a well where the money was already stockpiled, and then just throw the money out because you want to be seen to have acted within a number of days. You can't argue, Shield. You can't argue that how many days, whatever number of days you mentioned.
56 days.
Yeah, that's interesting. Usually people talk about 100 days. You are even talking of 56 days. You can't say that these 56 days have not been eventful times. The president has had to make profound statements that over time we change the Nigerian narrative if pursued diligently. And that is the word, if pursued diligently. People want to say, hurry, hurry, can tear your trouser. Just because you want to dress up, you take patience to wear it properly.
Is not responding to that question at all. That, hey, they did not promise a magic, they did not promise that they will do it now. I don't know. But what do you guys think about Adams Oshiomhole, what he's saying right now, and contradicts to what they promised? Remember, a lot of you might also say, those that are supporters of APC might also say, hey, remember that we promised it's just within 4 months, or 3 months in office now, so he needed more time to do what he wants to do. If he's doing it in a direction that he promised, a lot of people might have the patience to wait. Let's say when somebody said, okay, I'll work on electricity. Now you see him working in the power sectors, trying to invest in the power sector. You will know that, okay, he's working towards it. Might take 2 years or 1 year to fully establish the power sector so that the Nigeria will have constant lights. But if he's not working towards that direction at all, if he's not imposing on Nigeria that the subsidy for electricity is being removed, that the electricity tariff is now being excessive high, that means the person is not working in direction. There is no reason for Nigeria to smile and be suffering. So let me not just waste most of your time on that particular topic. Remember, there are a lot of people graduating every single year in Nigeria, but there is no job. At the sense of that, you keeping on searching for a job, there is no job. There are some people who also want to ascertain a certain education in Nigeria. In the process of him or her getting more degree so that he will be more qualified to get a job in Nigeria, because job in Nigeria is not just what you get in a snap of a finger, because there is not even a job. You get it out of influence. It is not by what qualification you have, it's by who you know in office. I want you guys to hear your own opinion in the comment section. What do you think about Adams Oshiomhole? Do you think he's going to do well as a senator of Nigeria? Do you even trust him at all? What is your view towards the OAPC government so far? Are you enjoying it? How much is fuel price in your city? I heard that the fuel price in every cities are not the same. Some are selling 700, some are selling 600. Are you enjoying the APC regime? Do you think we should just hold on? It is too early to complain. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Don't forget, this is Plan B TV. We love you. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on your notification bell. Immediately you subscribe so that you'll be amongst the first person to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. God bless you. God continue to bless you. Remember, it's a new month. We love you, but God loves you more. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they show your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.